You know, in a world where your online footprint can matter just as much as your diploma, how do you actually prove you've got the skills? What if every single day of learning, every bit of effort could be tracked, scored, and turned into this powerful asset? Well, that's the whole idea behind something called the Career Credit Score, and today we're going to break down exactly how it works.
So let's start with this question because it really gets to the heart of the matter. Think about it. A resume is basically a snapshot of the past. It tells an employer what you did. But what they really want to know is what you do, like right now. They're looking for live, verifiable proof of your skills and your dedication, a reputation you're actively building every single day.
And this visual just nails the shift we're talking about. On one side, you've got the diploma, a one-time achievement, frozen in time. On the other, you have this live, breathing record of your daily work. It's the difference between just saying you have a skill and actually proving it, day in and day out.
Okay, so how do we actually measure this live proof of work? Well, this brings us to the big idea, the Career Credit Score. It's a system designed to formally track a student's entire professional journey, and it turns that journey from just a series of classes into a real, measurable asset right from day one.
Honestly, the easiest way to wrap your head around this is to think of a financial credit score. It's a perfect analogy. Every time you document your progress, you're making a career deposit into your account. And just like with a bank, your consistency and professionalism determine your credit worthiness. It's a really simple but powerful way to measure professional trust.
So, let's get into the nitty-gritty. How does a simple daily action actually translate into a number, a score, that can literally unlock opportunities for you? The whole thing is built to feel familiar, kind of like a FICO score, with a range from 300 to 850. It's based on 4 key things. But look at the biggest piece of the pie. Consistency, at 35%. That's the most important factor. Just like a credit score rewards you for making payments on time, this system's biggest reward is for the simple habit of showing up and doing the work every single day.
And this is where it gets real, right? Your daily actions have immediate consequences. A good, quality post is like a plus 5-point deposit into your career bank. Awesome! But if you miss a post for 48 hours, well, that's treated like a missed payment, and you get dinged 10 points. The system is just built from the ground up to reward consistent effort.
All right, now we're getting to the heart of it, the actual student's journey. The whole system is structured around this 5-stage ladder of progression. And the cool thing is, it's not about faking it till you make it. It's about finding real power in showing your evolution from a total beginner to a master.
Everything kicks off at stage 1, the zero stage. For the first few weeks, the focus isn't even on skill, it's on identity. Students publicly reset their social media, they share why they're starting this journey, and they openly admit they're starting from scratch. That vulnerability, it creates an immediate, empathetic connection with anyone watching.
And this is what that looks like in the real world. This post isn't flashy, right? But it is so powerful. It sets a baseline, it establishes a professional tone, and it's a public commitment. The student has now basically locked themselves in to this journey in front of everyone.
Next up, stage 2. Awareness. So now the focus shifts from your motivation to your knowledge. We're talking the science behind the craft, like anatomy or chemistry. By documenting that you're learning the theory, you start building real authority and proving you're a serious, knowledge-based professional.
A post just like this one is a perfect example. It shows the student isn't just learning how to do something, they're learning why it works. And that builds this incredible foundation of trust and credibility long before they ever touch a real client's hair.
Stage 3 is the practice stage, and oh man, this is where the magic really happens. This is what we call the messy middle. Students are posting their hands-on work with mannequins, and that includes their mistakes and their struggles. This is how you demonstrate grit, and it creates this super compelling story of competence through sheer repetition. I just love the honesty here. This isn't about some perfect result, it's about the proof of the work. Showing the struggle, showing the small improvements, that is so much more powerful than a feed full of flawless pictures. This is what real dedication looks like. So in stage 4, competency, students finally move to the clinic floor working on real clients all under supervision. And this is where they start to provide social proof. By posting before and afters, by documenting their consultation process, they're showing that actual, real people trust them to deliver professional results. This is such a great example of professional communication. The caption explains the why behind the hair color, and just as important, it includes that little disclaimer that it was all supervised.
It's a fantastic demonstration of both skill and integrity. And finally, we reach stage 5, mastery. At this point, the student becomes the teacher. By creating tutorials, by explaining concepts, they demonstrate true, deep understanding. You know, it's based on that idea that the best way to prove you know something is to try and teach it to someone else. A post like this signals a complete transformation. This person is no longer just a learner. They are an emerging leader. It positions them as a valuable asset to any salon team and a future mentor in the industry.
Okay, so after all this work, what's the actual payoff for the student? Why does all of this matter? Well, it translates directly into better job prospects and, get this, very real financial rewards.
This table right here shows how it all plays out in the real world. A salon owner can just glance at this and instantly see that a score over 750 means they're looking at an elite professional. It completely removes the guesswork from hiring and replaces it with a clear, reliable signal.
And this is huge. The system directly connects your professionalism to financial aid. By keeping a high score and staying compliant, students can literally earn thousands of dollars in tuition credits and scholarships. It turns tuition from this fixed cost into a performance-based investment in your own future.
So what does this all add up to? I mean, this is bigger than just one school or one industry. It's a potential blueprint for a whole new kind of professional trust, one that's really built for the digital age.
And it's really important to know, this isn't just some clever startup idea that somebody cooked up. The entire framework is grounded in serious academic research, blending behavioral science and economics to build a system that's designed to be robust, ethical, and, effective.
And that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. If every single step of your learning process, every success, every mistake, every single moment of growth was all documented for the world to see, how would that change the way you approach your own education and career? It's a pretty powerful question for the future of work.